Here's the quick and easy list to starting your mono blue commander collection. We're going to look at 10 cards that I think you should get if you're starting to build something really sustainable that's going to play across multiple decks. If you like what you see, make sure you give me a follow and find my other lists for the best cards to pick up to start your monocolored collections. All right, first of all, I love talking about blue cards. I apologize in advance if you need to eye roll. They're just some cool things you get to do in this color. First up, we got Cyclonic Rift. Who'd have ever thought that the best board wipe in Commander was mono blue? The utility of bounce a target is great, but the absolute blowout of bounce everyone else's boards on an end step, then untap and probably win the game, or at least you should try, unbelievable. Next up, we got what might be the best one drop that isn't Soul Ring in all of Commander. I'm talking Mystic Remora. Do you feed the fish? Yeah, you feed the fish. The other option is to let me get way ahead. So, I'm going to get ahead by drawing cards. You need a Soul Ring and a Signet? I'll take 2. You need Crypt, Jeweled Lotus, Chrome Mox? Yeah, I'll draw 3 cards. Thank you. Oh, and I'm keeping this around for like 2 or 3 turns too. What's better than Mystic Remora? Ristic Study. People always give me the side eye when I don't pay my upkeep for Mystic Remora. Well, that's because I've drawn Ristic Study, and that's what I'm going to deploy next. A lot of the decks I play, I finish the game with one or both of them in play. You pay the 1? No. Do you pay the 1? Sure. But now you paid twice for that card. How does that feel? Ristic Study's where it's at. It is probably the most important and most powerful card in Commander right now. How about some premium efficient removal in the form of Pongify? This is not color shifted Path to Exile, but it's pretty close. Destroy a creature, they get a 3/3 ape with no abilities. Thank you. It's just so efficient at 1 mana that you get to leave it up and do it when you need it. And you can even direct people to maybe attack in another direction. Okay, next we got Force of Will. Everyone's seen it played. You cast it, you pitch a card, you lose a life, you counter a spell for free. You're never out of a stack battle with Force of Will in your hand. This is my preferred version. It's the box topper version from Double Masters. I remember opening it and thinking, oh yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. The art's great and the flavor text is even better. Along with your Force of Will, you're going to need a Fierce Guardianship. It's Commander after all, and you're going to want to have your Commander out. And that's going to make Fierce Guardianship absolutely free to cast. The price just came way down with Commander Masters. So other than when Ikoria first came out, I don't think there's been a better time to buy this card. When you're in mono blue, or if you're in a non-red deck, you need to copy Dockside Extortionist. Phantasma Image will do that for you. You very rarely are copying a creature that needs to sit on the board for a while, but copying Dockside Extortionist is where it's at. This is the most efficient clone there is in Commander. I've been playing Phyrexian Metamorph more and more, and the reason for that is you can copy the 1 ring. That means you get the cast trigger and the protection for a turn, plus you get to start tapping it to draw a card. If not, it's a 3 mana clone of anything on the board, and that's super powerful as well. Yeah, I said 3 mana. No one's paying a blue mana for this, everybody's paying 2 life. I talked about Mystic Remora, I talked about Ristic Study. How about the biggest fish of them all? Nezahal, Primal Tide. This is unconditional draw. You get the card no matter what. Sure, it costs 7 mana, but you can reanimate it. You can cheat it into play. If you're playing Kinnan, sometimes it just flops out on the board mid-game. This is a pain to deal with, and you're going to draw tons of cards because of them. Last but not least, of course, it's everybody's favorite Winconth, Thassa's Oracle. If your goal is to win Commander games, having this card in the deck is one of the best ways to do it. I get that some people don't like it, and I know there are play groups that just say, no, don't play it, and yeah, that's fine. But as you push into a more competitive group, or if you play a bunch of CDH like I do, this is an absolute must in any blue deck. Obviously, it goes great with a bunch of black cards as well. So, let me know how I did. What cards would you have included? And did I miss anything?